All right, gang. A couple things I want to go over. So I'm working on at the shop here. It's Saturday, and it's you do this stuff for so long that you kind of know what to anticipate, right? If you don't, you should be. You should always be getting smarter, right? Somebody asked what kind of opener. So in this, I'm going to show you our little pile of openers that we use because I know somebody was asking about the resis. So I want to make sure I get that. Let's get that out of the way. If the camera will flip for me. Okay, so this is what we're using. We're using the model, what are these? The 2028. And they've been working just fine. That's the resis we use. I personally don't install hardly any residential anymore. I just personally, not that the other guys don't, so I'm not the best at that. All I know is I don't see much of this. This does happen right here. This does happen. We've had maybe not very many. This is obviously a different model. I don't know what happened to this one, but something happened to it. So that one's, I think I've heard maybe about five out of probably like 2 skids of these that we've done. Maybe, and I think there's like 32 or something on a skid. I don't know. I just know we've done a lot of these, and it seems like the callbacks are pretty minimal. When they do have a problem, you're better off just swapping them out. Don't even screw around with trying to replace the parts. Just swap it out, take it home, repair it, sell it for a cheaper price, give it to a friend, give it to a family member. Just get rid of it. So anyways, today, the real rant is these trolleys. This is like the second or third trolley I put together, and I never feel confident about it. So let me spin this around so you can see it. So I'm working on, whoa, Betsy. Whoa, Betsy. I'm working on the trolley here, this Genie. Let me show you the model. Right there's the model, okay? Now, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I even read the instructions, which I'm horrible at reading instructions. I absolutely hate reading instructions. And it's just one of those things, it's an ego thing that when I've done it for so long. But, you look at this configuration, and I'm like, oh, that's very similar to a LiftMaster, right? But then you look at this, and you go, what the? This thing doesn't even look like anything like the picture shows. What is this crazy contraption? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? There's a couple little quirks that's a little different to me. For one, I don't really think technicians, I mean, I know we should, but carry little Allens, right? This seems, I just don't personally like that. You got that little Allen there, and then you come over here, and you got this little nut that I'm just not a fan of this. I'm just not. I just don't feel confident. And so then I come over here and I got this plastic sprocket. And I'm telling myself, I kind of like the gear, but one day when this thing starts wearing down, it's just going to explode. It's just going to get down to a certain point and it's just going to shatter. And the chain's going to be all sloppy. It's not that hard to change out. Obviously got these, but like these guys right here too, just in the field right now, out here in the cold, man, those things are monsters. They are bare to bend over. Now I know I'm being nitpicky and all this other stuff, but I'm just want to point these out to you, and maybe you can help me out with what I'm overlooking. So here's the next kind of quirk in the system. The next quirk in the system is, I don't know what went wrong here, but the chain is way too short. I got everything wrapped, and this is where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. Ooh. Okay, and that's where I gotta go. Here's where I'm at. That's where I gotta go. That sucks, because now I gotta put a master link in there, and the master link could potentially have the opportunity of popping out and have a failure, and I just don't know where the problem is. I don't know if it's something to do with because it's not directly through Genie and it's coming through the Wayne Dalton Lansing Sales Center. I don't know if that's the problem. I have to apologize. After I just turned off the camera it struck me like a lightning bolt. It really did. So I sincerely apologize. This was not Genie's fault. This was something to do with the vendor. I remember the secretary actually telling me this, that the rails were going to come too long and I was going to have to cut them down. And it still sucks. I just can't, because I already put all that stuff together, and that what do they call that? That cotter pin is a bear. So everything else kind of stands true to what I said, except for the chain. I have to say 100% I apologize. The chain was not their fault, but everything else still stands. The plastic gear, the chain, or the cotter pin, yeah. So I'm still not too thrilled about that. So now I get to play the game of guessing where it's going to go. So I'm going to start chopping, and I'm going to chop a little bit. But as you know what? I mean, hey, it's okay, right? Because Dave can do it, and I will make it happen on my day off. So I will see what I can do to chop it down and make it so it's going to work many, many, many years for them. So anywho, I just wanted to jump in. I will still show you the jack shaft and the troubles that lie at B with those, and we shall continue on. Thanks. It's one of those things, like, I'm just sitting here kind of going, did I do something wrong? Did I install? The other thing too, I'll show you. These brackets, there's really no rhyme or reason with them. They're just, I don't know. I just, you know, using a little track, I don't know. I'm just so used to putting LiftMaster. I would definitely say LiftMaster is, I know. Oh, Dave, I told you LiftMaster's the best. I told you. I'm not saying, I'm just saying everybody's got their little, you know, it's kind of like the automotive companies. I think Ford puts a lot of money into their F-150s and stuff like that. But when it came to the Ford Focus, or it came to some of the other vehicles, maybe the Escort or whatever it was, you know, Escape, those are like the mid-grade. Like, they're probably going to have problems. They didn't invest a lot of money in research and development into it. And here, these should be the Mac Daddies, I think. I feel like these openers should be. You spend a lot of money for them, and I don't feel, I'm just not feeling it. You know, the holes, I felt like I should at least had one more of those so I could have spaced it out just a little better. But now, now the thing is, because the chain's short, was I supposed to have another one? Was I supposed to have another one? And since the chain's short and it got packaged together, I don't know. You know, because if it was a shorter rail, if this was a shorter rail, I could see it only having two, but I feel like it should have three. Just in my heart. Just in my heart, I feel like it should have three. So then you go down and you got this pivot point thing. It tells you not to tighten it up, which I really don't know why. Because I don't want a guy to zip this thing and then he goes to let it go and the whole thing goes, bleh, you know, sags and forgets. So I gotta tighten this one up. See, I almost forgot. I thought I did tighten it. Maybe it's thicker metal and didn't want to pound through. Actually, I know I did. So I don't know. You know, you got these plastic washers. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm really upset about this chain, because the thing people don't recognize or understand is that if I was out an hour or two away from somewhere, and like I said, look what's behind me. Look what's behind me. You see that? You see that green stuff back there? You can barely see it, can't you? You can barely see it because the sun's all wrong. Anyways, those are trees. Those are trees, people. We live in Michigan, rural area. We get out places that are hours away. Like, for me to find chain like this could take me upward of 4 hours to get somewhere I could find this chain. 4 hours. Luckily, this job's right down the road. But I'm here on a Saturday trying to eliminate these problems. And I'm glad I'm doing it now, because here we go. Here's going to be a problem. So if we were down somewhere far away installing this would be a big problem. This could eat up anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of productivity. And that's what kills me, where it's like, a lot of people don't understand that stuff. You know, they don't understand that when you're losing productivity, you're losing money. Because you should be out producing and you should be out doing something else, and you shouldn't have to deal with all this craziness. But you do have to deal with this craziness So how do you eliminate it? So most time you have to do as much prepping at the shop as you can, because luckily around the corner I got some chain. I think I got the chain. I think I got the right size chain. I don't know if I got enough for 3 openers. Sorry, got a little excited there. So I'm just feeling, I'm a little bit let down. So if Genie, if you're out there, and you need a research and development person, pull one of us. Pull one of us. Pull one of them from my group even. We're all good guys. We're all smart guys. Heck, I'll even come. I won't even charge you. I'll come for free. We were down at a Wayne Dalton one a while back ago, and there was a guy, and they were testing the doors or something, and engineers are, well, they're engineers, you know what I mean? But they seem like they lack the idea of being out in the field. You know, they go, well, you know, here, and it's like, yeah, here. In this nice warm shop. Buddy, that's not how it works in the real world. And I'm always amazed that I've never gotten a phone call from General Motors, Ford, or anybody, or Garage Doors or anything saying, hey, we would like you to actually come and look at our product and give us your input. Wouldn't we all like that? Wouldn't we all like to see that? Wouldn't we like to be a part of that? To say, I just don't think that's a good, and even if it's a vote, like there's 5 guys standing around and it's like, all right, we're going to do a vote on it. Yay or nay? You know, nah, nay, you know, that's all I ask. But anyways, so this guy, this opener, I don't know, beside myself here. Let's look at some more stuff here. You know, you got this reader thing, which is, I'm still biased on this. I don't know if this is a good thing. I mean, you got the plastic limit nuts like LiftMaster that wear out all the time. You know, the pulley and stuff looks pretty nice. The belt, you know, has a nice tension to it. I mean, this feels all pretty stout. I mean, I can live with this. I can live with this. I like the bearings, not the brass ones that typically LiftMaster does. So it's like, so we got a good starting platform here. You know, one thing that is a killer about this right now that I don't like is LiftMaster actually does a flat cover where this one's round. So it's just wobbly. Because I mean, come on, guys, come on, comment below. We know how this is, right? This is what we do. This is how we do it. We do it on a table. We do it on a pile of doors. We do it with a sawhorse. You know, I mean, I ain't got a little cradle for that thing to sit in there and be all perfect and fine and dandy. So anyways, I still got 2 more to go. Let me know what's going around here. What's going on here? I mean, this was the part number for the chain. These doors, how tall are these doors? These doors are 12 foot. Does that look like 12 foot? I don't know if I'm going to measure it. That looks about 12 foot. It's 12 or 14. And then the box don't really tell me, which I understand they can change the hardware in them sometimes, but man, oh man, I tell you. Anyways, I just wanted to go over the Genie, the OPGSXT5001B commercial trolley opener. I still like their jack shafts, except for the fact that they got rid of my plates. They got rid of my adjustable plates. I'll show you. I'll show it to you. I'll get when I go back. I'll show you what changed and really kind of irks me. So I don't know what to do. I'd like to hear from you guys. I'm thinking about, like I said, PowerMaster. I'm thinking PowerMaster. I'm hoping maybe I can talk to them and we can figure something out, because they're a small company and maybe they'll listen and say, you know, hey, we can make something better and we can make something the market would want. Because am I the only guy that's crazy like this? We just worked on one the other day too, and it was like, I'm sitting there biting my fingernails and I'm like, told the guy, I said, hey, so we got to put a spreader bar on there. I said, we just have to. I said, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Direct couple it, man. You don't got that chain, that mechanism. Anyways, I will show you that opener shortly here. The 2 side by side and what changed. We'll do it. We'll do it. I'll do it for you. All right, see you guys. All right, guys and girls, check this out, man. This is real life right here. We're working out at a foundry, and it's so cluster fudged in there right now. We got some stuff moved, but I just decided to work outside with the whole just weirdness of the world. So anyways, I want to show you this operator. I got it here on the bench right there working on it. I'm going to show you a few pictures of it. So I'll show you here in just a second. I'll flip the camera around. Okay, so let's go through. Maybe there's some pros and some cons. I'm kind of finding a lot of cons right now. I'm kind of in a negative mood today. So this bracket, I mean, it swivels. I'm still up in the air if I like that or not. This is the first time I've ever put one of these together, and it's a little bit challenging. This sprocket's plastic, and it's got these sleeves in here. And I think what kind of bums me a little bit is I got to hook the chain to this little bolt here, and I don't even see an Allen for this. You know what I mean? So they expect me to have this. I mean, I'm making it work. Don't get me wrong. But this trolley seems kind of loose and it's different. It looks like it'd be a stinker to find if I ever, you know. This is kind of okay. It doesn't cradle in there well. It just feels like the fit and finish is just not there. It works. Don't get me wrong, it works. This, when you're moving metal around right here, this seems like this could get broke. I mean, when you're smashing this around, especially out in the field. So yeah, first trolley Genie opener I've done. I hope it's good to us. I hope it just doesn't have any callbacks. That's the biggest thing. But I'm just not sure if I'm a fan of it yet or not. So let's get you a model on this guy here, shall we? There she be. That's the guy. Hope she's good to us. Please be good to us. I even give you a kiss to be good to us. There you go. All right, peace out. So I really just don't have the tools for this. I really don't. So I'm using just some regular hand tools, you know. Using some pliers here, my Leatherman. Another thing that kind of bummed me out was these bolts. I figure these bolts should just be either, you know, to me, this is just my opinion. It should either be 1/2 inch, 5/8, or 3/4. We jump to. I don't hardly ever use this wrench. Luckily I had it, 11/16. You guys need to comment below if you use 11/16 a lot in the field. But that's what it fits these guys. And that's kind of a bummer, because if I didn't have this wrench, I'd been probably doing something with the old Crescent wrench. So anyways, just, I don't know. I think we could do a little better. Just saying. I bombshelled on this one. I got the chain all gnarled up. I was trying to keep it out of the sand. Got this bracket that just popped off that clip. It's taking time. It's taking time. I don't like things when it takes time. I feel like this needs to stay clipped in there better. You know, I know the idea of it is that you can replace it down the road, but I'm not digging that. Of course, I had to take that screw out again. This bolt right here in the front again. That's just adding more time. If I lose that bolt, I am done. I don't know where we went wrong, but somewhere we went wrong, boys and girls. Looking at where this is, it's that rail. It's gonna be too short. That's where it used to mount. This is where it's at. It's too short. So I'm gonna have to take her back down. I don't know what we're gonna do. Oops, made a boo-boo. I mean, this ancient lift takes 2 battery chargers to charge this one.